Hi everybody, so we are back. This is the Fusion 7 Healing Masterclass series, and this is the second masterclass out of the series. I don't know how many there are in the series, I have to kind of count them for you afterwards.
9.
Is it 9? Who said that?
9.
Did you? Okay, there's 9. Oh my god, how am I going to get through it? Right, so this is number 2 in the series. This one is called Multi-Dimensions, the Forbidden Knowledge. Dun, 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 right? So this is actually very unorthodox. Even in the world of unorthodox knowledge, this even goes to the point where it's unorthodox beyond that. Okay, so it's not very well known, and it most definitely hasn't been travelled, and we're going to do both of those today. So that means we're going to explore it, we're going to get to know it a little bit, and then we're going to travel it as well. Now, what is the point of this particular series of masterclasses? Obviously, like all of the Fusion 7 healing work, it is about the expansion of consciousness and knowledge. However, with these ones, we're going a little bit beyond that, in that we're kind of going into the realms of exploring of what it is that we were or are connected to before this particular time and place. And we're not necessarily talking about other lifetimes now. We're not talking about going into your past lives in terms of like, what was I in another human lifetime? No. We're talking about what was I in terms of other dimensions? What was I in terms of other deities or other ETs? Now, today isn't so much about ETs, but our next masterclass is. But it's actually connected to this. Why? The reason why it's connected to this is because through the history of time, we have actually confused our ET, galactic and cosmic family with things like deity and religious worship. So it's kind of overlapped. Are they both the same? Are they interlinked? Is one the other? Like, are ETs the gods and are gods the ETs? That's for you to discover, and that discovery starts as of today. Okay? So that's how it's all kind of interconnected. I'm getting goosebumps for some reason. Right. And so here we've got some keywords for you on the board. It's all in your manuals actually, but it might be a good idea to take a picture of this so that you can like familiarise yourselves with some of these words. Like locus, for example, which means worlds or dimensions, not short for logomades, I might add. You guys who know what logomades are, I saw some of you smile. Right, it's a sweet treat we have in Cyprus. Okay, matra is another word for dimension, and that comes from Sanskrit. Okay, Bhumandala actually means universe and contains the 7 islands and the 7 seas. Okay, so this is what we're going to be travelling through a little bit later today. Okay, Mount Meru is actually the central pole that travels through all of the dimensional realities. And guess what it's akin to? It's akin to the Sri Yantra. So the symbol that you have of the Sri Yantra, some of you have, is actually what they're referring to in the Hindu cosmology as Mount Meru. And we're going to get into that in a little while. Jambudvipa, if I'm saying it right, corresponds to the physical world and is south of Mount Meru, the physical realms. The word jamais vu means never previously experienced. And the way that we connect to primary source before we get into our travels is through the jamais vu connection process. Okay? Sapta Diva just basically refers to the 7 islands of which make up this whole universe. By the way, the whole confusion with the flat earth and, you know, these kind of concepts, the reason why this confusion has occurred is because what they're getting is the layers of these dimensional realities. And because they are kind of like plates, people believe that the earth or realms are actually flat, but in fact they're layers. It's not that they're flat. It's like layers of a cake that make up the wedding cake. So the wedding cake isn't flat, is it? No, it just has layers on, right? So what we're going to do today is investigate the first 1 to 7 lokas, which are the subterranean matras. So they're the ones that are dark, they're the ones that are connected to evil and whatnot. We're not going to be travelling through those, but we do want to know which ones you have a correspondence to so that we can clear it. Okay? So that's the first thing that we're going to do. And we're going to be using the clip-off, which is the tree of knowledge, to assist us with that. Then we're going to do our Yamevu connection. Then the next process is about discovering which of our 1 to 7 locus, which are the positive ones, the ones that are further up, which are called the Vairatis, another word for higher dimensions or states of awareness, which is the primary one of those that you are connected to. So that also kind of explains to you your current level of awareness as well. Okay? Then in order to be able to travel through these different dimensional realities, guys, we're going to have to ignite the vehicle for dimensional teleportation, which is the Merkaba. But we will not be doing it in the same format as Foundation. It's a lot more brief, it's definitely not as deep, but we're just using it as our vehicle in order to be able to move through the universal realms, through the dimensions. Then we have ceremonies ABC. The first one is the 4-continent matras. So this is which direction of the universe do I correspond to the most? So that's the first thing that we do. Then the second one is the Vairatis, which is the positive ones that we're going to travel to, which are the islands and oceans of the universe that we are going to travel through, starting from here and working our way up. Okay, and then ceremony C is called the Vaikuntha realm, which is the spiritual realms that are outside of the material cosmos, so that's primary source and above. So primary source and above is just a sneak peek. We're just going there to observe, and that connects us real beautifully to our masterclass in December, which is called Primary Source and Beyond. So this connects to that in December. Okay? And so then after we've done those 3 ceremonies, we will be doing a cleansing and clearing before we come back down, because you might have gathered a little bit of debris up there. And then we are going to resume with our return journey, cleanse and disconnect once more. So that covers everything for today. Thank you for being here. Week after next week, Starseeds and ETs, be here or be square. Subscribe, follow, share. See you soon.